He succeeded. It took some time to open the garage door, delaying the police officer's pursuit. Maldonado ran for the hills but was recaptured the next day. The cops were surely more vigilant this time. In 2013, a man named Benjamin Houdin Barbeau, 41 years old, managed to escape from the Saint-Jérôme Detention Center in Quebec. Alongside him was his fellow inmate, Danny Provençal. It's unclear if they became friends while in prison or earlier. Together, they planned their escape.
Hold on. Why the fuck? This soda by itself? I don't know if you guys can see it. But, excuse me. This bottle of soda. It's a skinny Sprite. Bitch, I want my sodium carbide. Fuck. Anyway.
The day arrived when their accomplices hijacked a helicopter near the prison. They forced the pilot to fly them there. Upon reaching the detention center, ropes were lowered for Barbeau and Provençal. They climbed their way to freedom, taking about 6 minutes. Surprisingly, the guards didn't shoot or catch them. Eventually, the accomplices flew away with the two men.
Wow.
However, a few hours later, all of them were captured.
Damn!
And the kidnapped pilot was found unharmed. In a Brazilian city called Recife, a group of inmates at an adult correctional facility decides to stage a massive breakout. They are determined not to be outdone by the recent events. An unidentified man swiftly places a package near an exterior wall, which suddenly explodes, creating a massive hole. Seizing the opportunity, the waiting inmates make a dash for freedom. The prison guards had previously warned the officials about the possibility of such an incident due to understaffing and inadequate guard towers. The surveillance footage captures a torrent of prisoners pouring through the crumbling wall. Surprisingly, some prisoners change their minds and retreat back inside while their fellow inmates sprint in the
Hell yeah! So the ones, okay, based off camera, you can't see who exactly. So by count, when they do the little, roll call, they're gonna know who exactly is gone for sure. And excuse me. But with that being said, the motherfuckers with the life sentences, or they got 6 years or 5 years or whatever the case is, them motherfuckers, that's funny. Everybody spell my name like that. Anyway, yeah. Fuck. What the fuck I was just saying? I got distracted. Oh yeah. So the motherfuckers with the 6 year, 8 year sentences, they realize running out is no point because now you have life with no parole. The motherfuckers who are running, they have 30 days, 60 days, 180 days. Them motherfuckers, they want to run the fuck out somewhere, and when they get caught, be mad they got 6 years. You ran when you wasn't supposed to. That's what they be talking about. Decisions. Make a good decision or a bad one. You chose bad. Here's the consequences. That's it.
direction. Though 40 inmates manage to escape, only one remains at large. 2 others are killed by the police, and the rest are recaptured. In the village of Louisiana, in the French department of Bouches-du-Rhône, stands a historic prison. Throughout its 2 centuries of operation, it has seen many changes but remains a symbol of a harsh past. This prison, built with advanced technology, was once renowned for its security. However, everything changed when Pascal Payette, a notorious criminal, made a daring escape. His feat captured the public's imagination and shed light on the prison's vulnerabilities. Pascal Payette, known for his helicopter prison breaks, grew up in France and fell into a life of crime. Despite multiple convictions and escapes, his determination remained unyielding. In our next case, we have Tori T. Smith, a woman from New Orleans who experienced an incredibly lucky...
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Just to let everybody know, just to let you motherfucker know, I do be on PlayStation. If you got a PlayStation, add me. Add me. Don't be a little scared. Okay? Mac Daddy Ariel. Mac Daddy Ariel. All together. Okay? Mac Daddy with the fatty. That was supposed to be an ass clap. Don't worry about the sound effects.
It all happened in 2009 when Tori, just 31 years old at the time, was arrested and accused of battery and aggravated assault against her boyfriend. She was taken to the Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office for processing and was supposed to be placed in central lockup. However, fate had something else in store for her. Shortly after her arrival, an unidentified guard entered the jail and closed the door slowly. Strangely enough, he didn't lock it for some reason. He then asked another jail worker to let him through, but once again, the guy failed to lock the door.
Oh.
Tori, who was out of sight, noticed this mistake and quickly seized her chance at freedom. She cleverly requested to use the bathroom and simply walked out of the jail, passing through both open doors without anyone realizing. Without wasting a moment, she made a run for it. Tori managed to evade capture for a few hours until she was eventually found, reapprehended, and faced not only her original battery charge, but also an additional charge of escape.
Everybody laughing my PSN name.
In a daring turn of events, Amber Gonzalez found herself in handcuffs at the Baymont Hotel in Moreland. Left alone in a holding cell, she had a moment to plan her escape. Armed with a cell phone meant for arranging her bail, Amber had a different idea. Instead of making a call, she decided to take matters into her own hands. With determination, she managed to free herself from the handcuffs, surprising the Waukesha police. Swiftly, she found an emergency exit, slipping away unnoticed. Seeking refuge at a nearby gas station, fate led her to a truck driver. However, her freedom was short-lived, as she was recaptured just an hour later.
Damn.
In this video...
Damn, bitch. Not an hour later. You got caught an hour later? That's fucking sad. Like... That's really fucking sad, bro. That's... My bad. I'm texting. An hour though? Okay.
We witness an escape attempt that lacked proper planning. Blaze Ayers, a 28-year-old detainee, sought freedom at the Jackson County Sheriff's Office in Indiana. With nowhere to run, he barricaded himself in the medical room. Ayers climbed into the ceiling, hoping to find an exit. However, his noisy endeavor alerted the officers, who quickly located him.
No. You got to be fucking with me. Like, you really gotta be fucking with me. For real? Are we... Seriously?
He neglected to consider that ceilings cannot support a grown man's weight.
No.
Consequently, he crashed to the ground in front of the waiting officers, who were armed with tasers.
You look
Surprisingly,
dumb.
the tasers weren't
You look fucking dumb. This is an example of white nigga dumb syndrome. WNDS. Yes. This is an example. Cause really, my nigga, you wanna try to barricade yourself in the you watch too much TV.
necessary since Ayers was already tangled in electrical wiring. In December 2021, a man being taken to prison in Brazil made a daring escape. Viral footage shows him leaping out of the moving police car with his hands tied. The officers seemed unaware as they kept driving. Can you imagine their shock when they arrived at the prison without him? It's uncertain if he was captured again, but judging by his determined escape, it seems he never intended to return. In 2016, Rustam, a 25-year-old prisoner in Russia, was locked up for theft. Determined to flee, he squeezed through the tiny food service hatch, defying its size. Wearing only his birthday suit, Rustam maneuvered himself through. After dressing up, he stealthily headed for the exit, taking advantage of the absence of guards. Perhaps he discovered another opportunity to slip through a narrow window as he silently traversed the corridors.
What the fuck?
Convict Joe
That nigga really just like moused his way out. Like
Green ran away from a doctor's appointment instead of returning to prison. A driver nearby recorded him dashing down the sidewalk, barefoot, and wearing his bright orange jumpsuit. A deputy chased after him, but amazingly, Green managed to escape for 30 minutes. Eventually, he ran straight to his old house.
it's always like the deputies be fat. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean. They need certain requirements, bro. They need certain requirements before you even wanted to be part of the police force or any type of correctional anything. If your fat ass can't catch another fat ass inmate, no. What, bro? That man wasn't even running that fast, and you're running like you're about to run out of breath. Like he, like, that's embarrassing. I hope he got fired.
His first place the officers checked. They caught him and added another charge for escaping jail. Running her fingers through her hair and looking completely overwhelmed, she starts to question her life choices. The next day, she gets caught, and the 3 guys she was helping are captured 5 days later after a dramatic confrontation with the police.
What?
A camera in the alley catches the men, dressed in all white, calmly escaping. Instead of some fancy Houdini trick, they rely on their charm and charisma. In Texas, a female prison guard is sweet-talked into assisting their escape.
No, this is what I mean by white nigga dumb syndrome. Cause bitch, ooh, excuse me, that was damn. But no, like seriously, like these motherfuckers really. They funny. Anyway, but my friends, leave me alone. Anyway, my girlfriend and her friend, they funny as fuck. Anyway, this bitch really thought, what the fuck did you thought? You thought it was gonna be a gangbang or something? Was a gangbang involved? Was a whole, oh yeah, we all gonna live peace.
Doing all the work for them. She disables the alarms, unlocks the doors, and provides a false head count. This gives them an 11-minute head start. The prisoners manage to acquire different clothes, all wearing white, and simply stroll out of the prison gate. Meanwhile, the prison guard nervously runs her hands through her hair, clearly stressed about the situation. She gets arrested the next day.
I bet.
The silver-tongued devils are eventually caught after 5 days, failing to woo any more prison officers with their charms. And that's number 3, the crossdresser. In 2018, a man named Quantrell Schwartzlow found himself in a difficult situation. He had been arrested for hurting a girl and was taken to Rock County Jail. Despite being 17, he faced the risk of jail time. In October of that year, while alone in the interview room, Quantrell decided
The nigga said, fuck all that. I ain't rocking, nigga. I got college.
to attempt a daring escape. October of that year, while alone in the interview room, Quantrell decided to attempt a daring escape. He made a leap from a height of 12 to 16 feet,
Damn.
which was quite impressive. It seemed like he possessed the agility of a swimmer like Michael Phelps and the speed of a sprinter like Usain Bolt.
Damn.
However, his escape was short-lived,
I bet.
as he was found a few hours later at a friend's house in Janesville. In Romania,
That's what I'm talking about. Like, why would you if you're escaping from federal law enforcement or law enforcement, doesn't matter if it's a federal or state, they don't even know who you're gonna go to. Your friends and family. If they have a list of people who you can go to and they have their addresses, oh, they're gonna check out every one. The trick is, okay, the trick is not to fucking go there. That's it. The police are already gonna watch you and your friends and your family. They're gonna watch them. They're gonna watch them. They're gonna keep watching them until they get you apprehended. Once they get you up, once they get you locked up, that would be the last time they be watching them. But until your ass get locked up, they're gonna keep watching them. That's the fucked up part. Yeah, that's the fucked up part.
there's an incident captured on security footage. Two men are being taken from a courthouse to a police van. One guy decides to escape by jumping over a fence, and the officer runs after him, leaving the van door wide open. The second man sees his chance and runs away too. The poor escort can't chase both. Reinforcements arrive, including a broom-wielding cleaning lady, but it's too late. One man is caught, but the other is still missing. The escort's
He said, fuck y'all, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Like, yo, that's... He said, fuck this shit, I'm out of here. You too? Yeah. Peace. One of y'all got caught. The fat one got caught. I know he did.
might be at risk.
Are you still wearing enough layers to insulate Alaska? That's why you need the new and improved bearskin hoodie.
No,
Breaking out of prison is no easy task.
it's not.
In 1995,
I mean, apparently it's not that fucking hard. It looks easy.
a group of inmates at Rådshussil State Prison in Copenhagen, Denmark, decided to skip the elaborate planning and go for a direct approach. The prison was surrounded by a formidable 26-foot wall, but that didn't stop them. They broke through, and chaos ensued. Reports suggest that the inmates had meticulously planned the escape in advance, with the help of a former inmate on the outside. Cell phones were tossed over the wall to coordinate the operation. 12 prisoners, including murderers, bank robbers, and drug smugglers, seized their chance for freedom. They ran wild until the wall was reduced to rubble, but their taste of freedom was short-lived. A nationwide manhunt ensued, and within a month, all 12 escapees were recaptured. In an Idaho prison, inmate Nicholas Grove takes a daring risk. With a guard just 50 feet away, he dashes towards a fenced recreation yard topped with razor wire. Others who attempted this fence got hurt, but Grove effortlessly overcomes it. Escaping in broad daylight, he disappears into nearby neighborhoods. For over a year, police track his Facebook page, where he carelessly posts selfies and reveals his whereabouts. Grove
He makes me upset. He makes every fucking criminal in the world just upset. Because you managed to escape. And now you want to post shit on social media for the bitches? It was for the bitches. It was definitely for the bitches. It was definitely was. Because why on the earth would you fucking do that? Why would you do that? Why? Why would the fuck would you do that? That don't even make sense. That don't even make no sense. It really don't make no motherfucking sense. And it's gonna throw me the fuck off. Cause why? Just why?
Nimble, but he's far from a genius.
He's not.
The mastermind of the escape reveals a secret compartment under the bunk bed. He uncovers a cut metal screen and slips into the ventilation system.
What do I have time
Crawling
for
through the
that?
pipes, he's joined by a man who later becomes a fugitive. They film themselves breaking out using a smuggled cell phone. Scaling the building, they escape. For a week, they enjoy freedom, recording their exploits in a borrowed home.
What? That what makes it even more worse, bro. That makes it even more worse. Y'all so dumb. Y'all are the dumbest. Cause why would you? Why would you like escape jail, escape prison, do some illegal shit still, and get caught again? That
But their taste of liberty is short-lived, as they are recaptured and returned to prison. In the daring tale of Derek Etzel's prison
she look like my man, my man, my man, man, my man, my man, my man. He over here like, I can't stand this bitch, but she'll do whatever the fuck I say though. Fuck it.
he finds an unlikely ally in his own mother,
That's
Glenda.
his mom. I'm so sorry.
And girlfriend, Tamara Lynn. With a clever plan, Derek positions himself near a small window connecting the jail to the waiting room. As a distraction is created, Tamara Lynn waits in a getaway car. Despite Derek's impressive escape, his mother's incriminating texts lead to their capture within a month.
Damn.
In Brazil, a prisoner attempted a daring escape by diving into a filthy communal toilet. Sadly, the escape itself wasn't filmed, but the aftermath was. Covered in feces, the failed escapee resembled a character from The Shawshank Redemption. Two men eventually pulled him out, returning him to his cell, still covered in communal waste.
Ew.
In a prison,
That's fucking disgusting. Shitty ass. It's shitty ass. Like, you really just, you did that. You really did that. Yo nasty shitty butt ass. Like, you really. Yo! Like, you really was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. What? Slim. Who? Why, G? Why? That's all I wanna know. Like, why? Why do this to yourself? Why? Okay.
some crafty criminals were determined to escape. While some would go to great lengths to be free, others preferred a simpler approach. These two inmates fell into the latter category. They plotted their escape meticulously. They removed a few cinder blocks from the prison wall and squeezed through the gaps. To avoid suspicion, they covered the holes with posters, and in their beds, they crafted dummies using pillows and blankets to deceive the guards. With their plan set, they made a daring move. They threw a blanket over a tall razor wire fence, scaled it, and disappeared into the dense woods beyond.
Okay.
Despite their clever tricks, fate had other plans. A keen-eyed local resident noticed muddy tracks near a creek and informed the authorities. The escapees' luck ran out, and they were caught.
See, that's
Escaped murder suspect Casey White, towering at 6.
That's an example of a person that don't mind their business. They don't mind their business. That's it. They just don't mind their business. That's it. They don't mind their business. And I'm tongue tied. Damn.
9 inches, threatens his ex-girlfriend's life. She remains hidden and anonymous, fearing his wrath.
If she is still alive, get the hell out. Run, run, run as far as you can and turn yourself in.
In 2015, White attempted to kidnap and murder her, earning a 75-year sentence. Shockingly, with the aid of a deputy, he escapes custody. Authorities scramble to find him, perplexed by the lack of sightings despite his unmistakable size. Now everyone wonders if the deputy, Vicky, is still a willing accomplice or a liability.
They've got weapons. That's what's scary. And does he really need Vicky anymore? That's the big question. Is she a liability? This guy's almost 7 foot tall, 260 pounds. She's 5 foot.
Absolutely, totally furious. I had no idea he was at the.
We're gonna pause for a second for the little social media little. Anyway, if you're not live on the Twitch right now, and I'm watching, disturbing, most disturbing. If you didn't click the link, click it now. Click it now. Don't be scared. You ain't doing nothing anyway. You're not going out. It's raining outside. Okay? Even if it did stop, it's wet, it's cold. You're not going nowhere. So you might as well watch a real bitch like myself. Okay? Just do it. Okay? I be having to tell motherfuckers. Huh. Sorry. I deeply apologize. I really gotta you know. Yeah, okay.
Prison at all, and for him to just be let out, it's horrible.
A furious son, Austin Williams, grieves his mother's death and condemns the flawed justice system.
You do what God called you to do. You show up. You put one foot.
No.
This is Rashad Hawkins. He's in the Meigs County Courthouse in Tennessee.
Please don't let this be another dumb nigga. Please don't let this be another dumb nigga. Please. I really hope this is not another dumb nigga. I swear to God. I swear to God, bro. Swear to God. I'm gonna be mad as hell.
Jail time for not paying child support. The deputies try to detain him, but he escapes the...
Look at your lip. Look at your lip. Your lip look like that, bro. And whoever... Okay, females, please be careful on who you have a kid with, because you gonna have to deal with a nigga like this. You gonna have to deal with a nigga like this and then be mad that you get no child support. Now you really support less. Just do better. Closed legs, open minds.
On the security camera, he hops over the railing and hangs on before letting go. The deputy doesn't follow. Watch his legs dangle from above. With nobody around, he quickly gets up and runs towards the exit. People from the floors below come to check the commotion, but he's already gone. For nearly 3 weeks, he remains on the run. Eventually, he's caught over 200 miles away. Apart from the Tennessee warrant, he faces new charges, like criminal trespassing, assault on a police officer, and resisting arrest. Hawkins's escape didn't end well, leading to...
Why did they give him a... But wait, he didn't hit nobody. Or maybe he did. But he didn't... This is what's confusing me. He didn't hit nobody, though. Like, that's the thing. Wait, huh? Yay! Yay! Okay, Yeah. Okay.
Trouble for him. In the quaint town of Rochester Hills, Michigan, a courtroom drama unfolds as Jason Cordero receives his sentence. The judge's stern voice echoes, sentencing him to 90 days in jail for disorderly conduct and retail fraud. As the verdict sinks in, a peculiar sight catches everyone's attention.
What?
The court deputy, seemingly uninterested, walks away from the courtroom. Cordero seizes this opportunity and bolts out of the door with incredible speed. Onlookers gasp as Cordero sprints across the street, the determined deputy hot on his heels. Cameras capture the tense chase unfolding on the top right of the screen. Cordero's heart races, but fate intervenes, and he is ultimately recaptured in a nearby wooded area after a brief escape.
Of course.
Now, facing even more serious charges, including escaping lawful custody and resisting arrest, Cordero's situation has gone from bad to worse. The courtroom, once silent, now hums with the aftermath of an eventful sentencing. There was a man named Lee McNair, who had a troubled past. Despite being intelligent, he found himself serving 2 life sentences and an additional 30 years for burglary. In 1992, he
Wait.
attempted his first...
Wait, this is the motherfucker. What is that? Rob Johnson. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, if you had seen my last stream that I was on a couple hours ago, he was also on the other video. What the? But I didn't even know the nigga was serving 2 life sentences. Like, at this point, just let him do whatever the fuck he want to do, and then just keep him in the hole. Because this man has no life. He has no life. None.
through a ventilation pipe, but was caught the following year. However, his most notable escape occurred in April 2006 from a maximum security federal prison in Louisiana. Lee's prison job involved fixing torn mailbags, and it was here that he hatched his brilliant escape plan. Using materials he found, he created a makeshift escape pod with a breathing tube. One day, he hid inside the pod amidst some mailbags on a forklift. When the warehouse staff left for lunch, he seized the opportunity to flee. As Lee jogged beside the railroad tracks, a police officer stopped him, suspecting he might be the escaped convict. But amazingly, Lee managed to convince the officer that he was someone else, even without any identification. He claimed to be Robert Jones, a roofer working at a nearby hotel.
Do you have any form of identification on you?
No, man.
What's your name?
Robert Jones.
What's your address?
I don't have an address. I'm at the hotel. We're working on houses and stuff like that, the roofing.
The officer checked his story, but didn't find any evidence linking him to the escape. As Lee continued to jog away, the officer cautioned him to carry some ID in the future.
What is? We got an escapee.
Oh. Where from?
This nigga like, of course I don't got no fucking ID. I'm the one you looking for, dickhead.
A prison. Hey, this is Carl. Subject wear glasses? Nothing about glasses. How old is your guy? You're how old?
50. Born in 56.
Let me just verify. He says his brother's staying at the motel. Let me verify that. You know the bad thing about it?
What's that?
You're matching up to him.
Come on. We just got into town about a week ago, and he dropped me off to jog. I always jog about 12 miles a day.
I'm just doing my job,
I know
man.
you are.
If you do jog again in the future, carry some ID with you. Be careful, buddy.
Thank you.
All right.
Lee smiled and nodded, vowing to be more careful. And so, Lee McNair's daring escape earned him a place in history as a crafty fugitive, but he knew that he couldn't let his guard down as he continued on his journey to freedom. There was a clever young man named Frank Abagnale Jr. He had a unique talent for creating fake checks during his early adult years. Not just that, he was also a master of impersonation. Frank could effortlessly pass as a pilot, a university professor, and even a doctor. Interestingly, the doctor role turned out to be the easiest for him, despite it being the most challenging one. He supervised interns during the midnight shift, pretending to be a doctor. He confidently handled medical situations, even though he had no medical background. The interns respected him and followed his instructions. Unfortunately, Frank's crafty escapades came to an end when he was caught. He received a 12-year sentence and was sent to the Federal Detention Center in Atlanta. However, fate seemed to be on his side. When the U.S. Marshal forgot to bring his detention papers, the prison guards mistook him for a prison inspector contracted by the FBI. Using this fortunate mix-up to his advantage, Frank reached out to his friend Gene Sebring. Together, they devised a plan to create fake credentials for Frank. They made him look like an official prison inspector and an FBI agent. With the counterfeit identity as a prison inspector, Frank charmed the guards, convincing them to let him leave the prison in a car to meet his supposed FBI partner, Gene Sebring. And just like that, right under their noses, Frank Abagnale Jr. made his ingenious escape.
Why is a shot of olive oil the perfect way to start your day?
Could taking a shot every day help you lose weight, support your heart health, soften your skin, and support your immune system? Surprisingly, the answer is yes.
Not that one, though.
Newly released surveillance footage reveals the dramatic escape of Eli Villalobos, a 28-year-old murder suspect in Oregon, from the courthouse. The video shows the moment when Villalobos managed to free his hands and legs from shackles just before he was about to stand trial on several serious charges, including second-degree murder in the killing of 33-year-old Artemio Guzman Olvera in 2021. Following his escape, a frantic 2-hour manhunt ensued as law enforcement officers searched for Villalobos. Eventually, he was discovered hiding under a blanket inside a closet in an apartment after a vigilant caller reported suspicious activity involving a man attempting to break into a nearby unit. The authorities successfully apprehended Villalobos and took him back into custody. Subsequently, he faced further legal consequences as he was indicted on 2 additional counts of first-degree burglary, in addition to a charge of second-degree escape. The day was August 4th, 2008, and something significant was about to happen for an inmate named Sarah Jo Pinder at Rockville Correctional Facility. Sarah, a 29-year-old woman, had reached her breaking point with imprisonment and yearned for a fresh start, away from her troubled past. Sarah firmly believed she was innocent, or at least mostly innocent of the crime she was accused of.
Hold on. She was... This bitch was literally born on the first day of 2001. So you were turning 1 and 2, 2002. So it's 2024. So she'll be turning 23 right now. But bitch, you...
Her life had taken a dark turn after she dropped out of Purdue University and got involved with questionable individuals. She fell in love with Richard Hall, a man with a criminal history, and shared an apartment with another troublesome couple, Andrew Cataldi and Tricia Nordman.
Why does she look like Jeanette McCurdy. There you go. Sam.
The events leading to her imprisonment were tragic. On a fateful night in 2000, an argument between Richard Hall and Andrew Cataldi turned deadly, with both Cataldi and Nordman losing their lives. Sarah claimed she had nothing to do with the murders, but she was arrested, tried, and found guilty.
Oh, wow.
Despite a lack of DNA evidence, she was sentenced to 110 years in prison.
Damn!
Determined to escape, Sarah enlisted the help of a corrections officer, Scott Spittler, with whom she...
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Wait. If this is what she look like, if this is what she look like, I hope. Yeah. I hope break her out. Yeah. Cause she alright, look. It's a very rare sighting for white women to be thick. Okay, it's a very rare sighting. If you see a white girl that's thick, there's somebody black in her family. Or she mixed somehow and it all trickled down to her. Or she just was a fat ass kid growing up and she just happened to know how to work out. But it ain't never, like, I could tell shorty thick. I could tell. And it's that prison food. That prison food got her ass thick.